Hey guys, welcome to another dose of course creation goodness. And today I have a question for you. Can you launch a course even if you don't have a membership platform? What do you think the answer is? Yep, you're right. You can. You absolutely can. But you know what? Here's one of the biggest mistakes that I've seen other course creators do, which I've also done, way back when I was just starting out. And I spent on tools that I didn't need because I was trying to imitate a course that's probably gone several iterations and tech upgrades. And one thing that I realized is that there's an underlying reason behind that. And that is what we call imposter syndrome. We tend to question our authority or our expertise, right? We doubt ourselves and we ask, who are we to actually teach what we would love to teach? We tend to tell ourselves that there are other people who are more successful than we are, who are, have a bigger audience, who look like they have their shit together. And so we think that in order to look credible or legit, we need to build these fancy looking funnels or beautiful websites or membership platforms. But that is actually not the case. The thing is, when you focus on tech, you're actually taking your focus away from what really matters. And that is these two things. Sales and student results. These are the only things that matter when you're launching your pilot class. You want to make sure that your course idea is validated by sales. And you want to make sure that when you deliver your course, you're going to get your students' results, right? Those are your priorities. Tech is not a priority during your pilot class. It's not, okay? So, how do we then create an online course that doesn't require any tech, right? Well, I have here 7 steps on how to launch a course without breaking the bank. And here we go. First of all, you want to decide who your ideal client is. And this is something that, as an online business owner, you should be aware of, right? You also want to make sure that you build relationships with your ideal clients and you want to get to know them more. You want to hop on calls or do surveys, ask them, right? Your goal is to find out what their problems are and then you create a solution that addresses what their pain points are, okay? And then that solution that you came up with, you're going to package that into an online course. And then what you want to do is sell that course idea even before you start creating it, okay? You can create the structure because that gives you an idea how to position the course when you sell it, right? However, you don't have to develop the entire content for the course, or you don't have to set it up on an online course platform. Not at this point. It's not necessary, okay? Because your goal again is just to get the initial students, your first cohort of students who are willing and able to pay for the course that you just created. And then once you've gotten enough students, then you deliver your training live using Facebook groups. And if you're somebody who is not really that confident or not comfortable doing the training live, then you can record the video lessons and then upload it on Facebook. And you can do that. You can drip that every week so you don't have to do the entire thing all at once. And the great thing is, there's a feature on Facebookers that allows you to organize your course content, and that is the units feature. So you just want to make sure that when you create the Facebook group, on settings, you should choose social learning because that's going to enable the units feature, okay? So if you're going to think about it, these 7 steps, if you notice, it doesn't really require any tools or, fancy platforms. And in reality, these are the only things that you need. These are the only tools that you need to have access with, right? First of all, you want to focus. You want to make sure you know exactly, right, what really matters. And again, sales, student results. Those are the only things that matter. And then you want to have your Facebook Messenger, email, Skype, or any other conferencing tool that allows you to send and receive messages, because that is how you are going to primarily communicate with your target audience. You also want to have Google Docs, Microsoft Word, Evernote, Trello, Asana, or any other tool that you can use in organizing your course content. I personally love using Asana and Google Docs when outlining course lessons. And then, of course, you want to have the Facebook group. You want to set that up. You also want to have an iPhone or any other device that has a good camera that will allow you to do Facebook Lives or record video lessons if that's something that you need to do for your course. And then, of course, you want to have a working headset for your training, because audio is more important than video, okay? Your video may look amateurish. It just can be, just talking overhead, or it can be like this, just a whiteboard video. And as long as the audio is okay, because it doesn't matter if you have a very nice pro-looking video. If the audio is horrible, your students are not going to understand what you're saying, right? So that's very important. Audio, very, very important. Next, you want to have access to Zoom or Loom to record your training videos. Both allows you to record online videos or screencasting videos, or meaning screen sharing videos, right? Both of those two, Zoom and Loom, allows you to create those videos. So you can either do talking head videos, or you can do screencast videos or screen sharing videos. And those two tools allow you to do both, okay? And then finally, if you want to use slide decks, then you can use Google Slides, Keynote, or PowerPoint presentations for that. Now, if you look at all of these 8 things or tools, they're actually free, right? They're all free. So with this framework that I've just shown you, you don't need pricey tools. As you can see, they're all free, right? You don't have to pay anything for that. So I encourage you to start simple and forget being fancy, because again, the goal of your initial course is to get those initial sales and make sure that your student gets results, because you want to make sure that you also leverage your students' insights and feedback, so that when you start launching your course again, you can make use of those success stories and their feedback to improve the delivery and content of the course. Make sense?
So, can you launch your first online course without these pricey platforms? Absolutely. We've done it with clients. I've seen others do it. It fucking works. So stop being fancy and start getting to work, okay? All right, thank you so much for tuning in today. Next week, there's going to be another episode of, another dose of course creation goodness. So if you are totally down with that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'll see you soon. Bye.